Lindsie Chrisley reveals people are telling me to kill myself due to the inaccurate way she's portrayed on her estranged family's new show. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Though Lindsie Chrisley doesn't appear in any episodes of her estranged family's new reality show after dad Todd Chrisley and her stepmom, Julie Chrisley, were pardoned from prison by Donald Trump, she's still being targeted by fans. The mom of one's relationship with her relatives hit an all-time low in 2022, when it was claimed that she wrote a letter to the FBI after her dad's indictment. She also accused the patriarch of exploiting her over an alleged tape. Has Lindsie Chrisley watched Back to Reality? On her Southern Tea podcast, Lindsie explained why she's never watched an installment of the new docuseries, titled Back to Reality. I have not watched any of the footage from what aired. I was instructed by multiple people that work on our collective team not to do that for my own mental health, she revealed. They watched and documented for me the things I would need to know. I have, unfortunately, seen a lot of what was said just via social media, whether that be TikTok or Instagram. The messages that I have received based off of the narrative that was on the show, Lindsie noted. Savannah cuts off her half-sister. On Back to Reality, half-sister Savannah Chrisley alleged Lindsie was fired from Chrisley Knows Best after reportedly making their 10-year-old relative get out of bed to record a social media upload. Savannah also referred to Lindsie's legal letter and declared, "We're no longer family. People are telling me to kill myself." Savannah's words brought a ton of problems for Lindsie, who was attacked online. "It has put me in a very emotional place, to the point that I completely took myself off of social media altogether for the past 7 weeks, she spilled. Because I'm driving my kid to school and get him dropped off at school and realize that people are telling me to kill myself." Lindsie announced she'll finally detail what really happened between herself and her family on the next episode of her podcast. "I never had any intention of doing this. The Lifetime documentary of my family came out, and a lot of the things that were aired were inaccurate depictions of what has transpired," she explained to an entertainment outlet of why she's speaking up. As Oka reported, Todd and Julie began prison sentences in January 2023 on charges of conspiracy to commit bank fraud, wire fraud, and tax evasion. They walked free on May 28 due to pardons from the president. Chrisley reveals people are telling me to kill myself due to the inaccurate way she's portrayed on her estranged family's new show. The Chrisley family drama continues to unfold in ways that few could have predicted. In a shocking and emotional statement, one member of the famous reality TV clan has revealed the devastating impact of public backlash following the release of the family's new show. Lindsie Chrisley, the estranged daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley, has opened up about the emotional toll that has come with being misrepresented on screen, saying that people have been urging her to end her life because of the false narrative being pushed about her. Her confession has sparked outrage among fans, mental health advocates, and entertainment insiders, shedding light on the dark side of fame and the dangers of online cruelty in today's celebrity culture. According to Lindsie, the portrayal of her in her family's latest reality show has been deeply misleading and intentionally damaging. The new series, which marks the Chrisleys' return to television after Todd and Julie's prison sentences, was expected to give viewers an inside look at how the family has been rebuilding their lives. However, Lindsie claims that what viewers are seeing is far from the truth. In her emotional social media post, she said that she has been inundated with hateful messages since the show aired, many of which have gone far beyond criticism. People have allegedly sent her cruel, life-threatening comments and urged her to take her own life. She described the pain of being villainized by people who don't know her, saying that she has been battling to protect her mental health amid a storm of misinformation and online bullying. The Chrisleys' family dynamic has always been complicated. But the latest situation appears to have taken that tension to a new level. Todd and Julie, who were convicted of financial crimes and sentenced to prison, have been attempting to rebuild their brand and reconnect with fans through a more raw and honest reality show. The new project promised transparency and redemption, yet it seems to have reignited old wounds instead. Lindsie, who has long been estranged from her parents, insists that she was not consulted about how she would be portrayed and that the series paints her as disloyal and manipulative. She stated that the editing and storytelling make her look like the source of family problems when, in reality, she has been living independently and peacefully, away from the drama that continues to surround the Chrisley name. In her message, Lindsie also spoke candidly about the emotional abuse that can come from public shaming. She explained that her mental health has suffered significantly since the new show's release. What she once thought was just an exaggerated depiction for entertainment purposes has turned into a daily nightmare, with strangers attacking her character, her parenting, and her personal life. She noted that being part of a famous family has never been easy, but this latest ordeal has made her realize how dangerous it can be when reality television blurs the line between truth and fiction. Lindsie expressed her disappointment that her family would allow such an inaccurate portrayal of her, especially knowing the emotional toll that public judgment can have. The public reaction to her statement has been intense. Many fans expressed support and empathy, urging Lindsie to prioritize her well-being and ignore the hate. Others, however, have continued to criticize her, arguing that she has benefited from the family's fame and should not complain when the spotlight turns unflattering. Yet the deeper conversation emerging from this situation is about the ethics of reality television and the responsibility of networks and producers to protect participants from harm. While drama drives viewership, the consequences of distortion and defamation can be severe, particularly when mental health is at stake. Lindsie's situation also draws attention to the broader issue of cyberbullying in the age of social media. The anonymity of online platforms often allows people to say things they would never express face-to-face. The encouragement of self-harm or suicide is a chilling example of how toxic public discourse has become. Mental health advocates have called for stronger accountability from both networks and audiences, emphasizing that no amount of entertainment is worth someone's emotional destruction. Public figures are human beings, they say, and they deserve respect and protection from harassment, no matter how polarizing their image might be. While Lindsie has chosen to step away from her family's media projects, she has been vocal about finding her own path and maintaining boundaries. Over the past few years, she has worked on rebuilding her personal and professional life, focusing on her podcast and raising her son. She has often spoken about her complicated relationship with her father Todd, revealing both love and pain in her attempts to reconcile. However, this new experience seems to have pushed her further away, perhaps permanently. She expressed deep disappointment that her family's new show, which could have been an opportunity for healing, instead became another weapon of division. The Chrisley family, known for their dramatic ups and downs, have yet to publicly respond to Lindsie's claims. The silence has only fueled speculation about internal conflicts and the extent to which the family's image is being managed for publicity. Some insiders close to the production have hinted that the portrayal of Lindsie was indeed designed to add tension and drama, as producers believed that viewers were eager to see how her strained relationship with her parents would unfold. If true, it raises troubling questions about the morality of manipulating family pain for entertainment value. This latest controversy comes at a delicate time for the Chrisleys. Todd and Julie have been trying to rebuild their lives and reputations after serving time in prison. Their new reality show was marketed as a story of resilience and redemption, aiming to show how the family has been coping with challenges and finding a way forward. But instead of generating sympathy, the project has exposed more fractures within the family unit. Lindsie's accusations highlight the ongoing emotional wounds that fame and legal troubles have inflicted on all of them. Behind the cameras, friends of the family have reportedly been urging reconciliation, but those efforts seem increasingly unlikely. Lindsie's public outcry makes it clear that trust has been broken. She insists that she cannot continue to stay silent while being portrayed as something she is not. For her, speaking out is not about revenge but about self-preservation. She has called on her followers to be mindful of their words and to understand that what they see on television is often an exaggerated version of reality, crafted to provoke emotional reactions rather than reflect truth. The entertainment industry is filled with stories of families torn apart by fame, but few are as public or as painful as the Chrisleys. The combination of legal troubles, media attention, and deep-seated resentment has made them both fascinating and tragic in the eyes of viewers. As the new show continues to air, it remains to be seen whether the growing backlash will lead to a shift in how producers handle family-based reality television, or whether this will simply become another sensational chapter in the ongoing saga. For now, Lindsie's message serves as a powerful reminder of the human cost behind reality TV. Her words about being told to kill herself are heartbreaking and should prompt serious reflection about the role of fans, media outlets, and television creators in perpetuating harm. It's easy to forget that behind every edited scene is a real person with emotions, vulnerabilities, and a life outside the screen. Fame may bring attention and opportunity, but it also brings scrutiny, judgment, and sometimes unbearable pain. As the world watches the Chrisley family navigate yet another public feud, Lindsie's courage to speak up about her suffering might help shift the conversation toward compassion and accountability. Her plea for understanding resonates beyond celebrity culture. It speaks to the universal need for kindness in a world that often values entertainment over empathy. Whether or not her family chooses to respond, her message has already made an impact, challenging fans and media alike to rethink how we engage with the lives of those we watch, follow, and critique. The Chrisley story, once defined by humor and glamour, now stands as a sobering example of how fame can fracture relationships and test the limits of emotional endurance. Lindsie's experience exposes the hidden cost of public perception and the danger of narratives built on distortion. While the world may continue to debate the truth behind the family's on-screen drama, one fact remains clear: words matter, and the damage they cause can last far beyond the end of an episode. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.